Jai Gurudev. Let us start with the Guru Vandanam. Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darsitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanatimirandhasya Gnananjanasalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Jai Gurudev. It is very important for all the devotees and all the seekers, and especially the seekers, to know that life is for evolution, that this human life is for evolution. In Sanskrit, we say evolution means purogamanam. It's actually a very different meaning and a different word in Sanskrit compared to evolution. So it is going back to the source of who you are. That is purogamanam. So our purogamanam and our evolution is from being to being to being. When we have self-realization and God realization, then our purogamanam is completed. That means we have understood that we are infinite, unbounded, all-pervading self, and we are divine in nature. We are not limited, and our Shakti and our possibilities are immense, just like we speak about God's Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti and Gnana Shakti. We understand we have the infinite potential and the infinite possibilities. More and more of our brain has become conscious. That means more and more of our brain is available to be more creative and intelligent. Not 1% or 2%, but the total brain is functioning. And then it is also said that there are new grooves that have come because of realizing or cognizing the truths. The samskaras and the karma is finished. Just the prarabdha karma remains to keep the body. And then there is slesha avidya so that one can exist still in the body, and one can still do some puja and respect the Guru and gods. One is fully awake within oneself. One is fully awake to himself or to itself. And one is fully awake to the many possibilities. In this life, then one only sees possibilities. One does not see impossibilities. One only sees possibilities. It's like, one door closing and many windows and many more doors opening. So this is what the evolution should be. The evolution being normal, rapid, and then, finishing. The evolutionary cycle finishing in this one life is what we call purogamanam. And that is why our festivals, Shivaratri, praying to Shiva, is just, saying, give us that purogamanam, give us that, complete evolution, leading to enlightenment. And our evolution is from subhuman to being fully human in the waking, dreaming and sleeping states. Then our further evolution is being in the cosmic state. Our further evolution is being in the God state. And our further evolution is being in Brahmi Chetan and then Brahman. Within each one of these states, there are finer and finer and finer denominations. So one can say there are many multiple states. Some people say there are 25 states, some people say more. But these are the These are what Maharishiji has described as 7 states of consciousness: waking, dreaming, sleeping, transcendental consciousness or the Turiya, and then the cosmic consciousness starts the Turiya Tita, Vishwa consciousness, and then the Daiva consciousness is the God consciousness, and then the Brahmi Chetan is the unity consciousness, and then the Brahman. Since the consciousness is infinite and it keeps expanding within it, the consciousness is expanding and expanding and expanding in this infinity. So one also has to understand even this Brahman being Brahman also keeps perpetually and forever expanding and expanding. There is no way you can define infinity. There is no way you can define infinity. When you say anantam, that means there is no antam. There is no antam, there is no end to it. So one which is infinite will be infinitely expanding and infinitely expressing itself. So now coming back to the purpose of life, the purpose of life is really expansion. And what is it that we are expanding? Expansion of happiness, expansion of happiness in this evolution. So happiness is not, we are not talking about the happiness in the ragadveshas, but we are talking about happiness which is so conducive to the growth and evolution of life. This expansion, happiness and expansion of intelligence, happiness and expansion of the power, expansion of creativity, and expansion of everything that is of significance in life. So in essence, we are, we and cosmos are not different. We are the same. We say yatha pinda tatha brahmanda. That means as is the microcosm, so is the macrocosm. As is the individual mind, so is the cosmic mind. Cosmic mind we say Brahma. And as is the individual fulfillment, so is the cosmic fulfillment. So the same purpose that a human being has for the purpose of the life, it is also the same purpose for the entire cosmos. Just the scale is different. The scale is different, but the purpose is the same. Expansion of happiness, more and more evolution. In this Sanatana Dharma, we have the responsibility of fulfilling the purpose of our own life and also fulfilling the purpose, the cosmic purpose. But then again, the Sanatana Dharma will say that if you are actually fulfilling the purpose of your own life as per Dharma, then naturally and spontaneously you are fulfilling the cosmic purpose. It doesn't have to be separate. As long as you are fulfilling your purpose as an individual in the dharmic way without deviating from the Dharma, then and progressing on the path of the evolution to enlightenment, then the purpose, the cosmic purpose, is naturally served. So this being happy is one of the most important ingredients in the evolution. Just for example, just take a plant, small plant. If it is not in a happy environment, if it doesn't have fresh air, sunlight, good soil, and just a very chaotic environment, then it cannot thrive happily. It cannot thrive happily. So is it with the birds or the animals. And so what can we say about human beings? We need to have happiness. We need to understand all evolution, all progress, all expansion comes only in happiness. It is important for you to remind yourself that this expansion, the great expansion in life comes in happiness only. The great evolution comes only in happiness. And you need to remind that to your family and to your children and friends that the purpose of life is expansion of happiness. Purpose of life is expansion of happiness, because it's only in happiness we grow. It's only in happiness we do something and accomplish something. It is only in happiness we can sustain happy relationships. It is only in happiness we can be very successful. And it is only in happiness we can feel fulfilled. And it is only in happiness we can enjoy and gain our enlightenment and purogamanam. So one who is not happy, then he has lost the very purpose of life, because life cannot be lived in dullness, in idleness, and in suffering. So these do not belong to the essential nature in life. And life has to be dynamic and not static. It has to be progressing and evolving and developing through the activity and expanding and multiplying. So, again, the purpose of life is expansion of happiness, and in this happiness, you are constantly developing your intelligence, your power, your creativity, your peace, and everything that is meaningful to you and fulfilling to you. So, for all the seekers and aspirants, this is one thing, one principle one has to cognize and develop, this aspect of being happy, and understanding that happiness, the purpose of life is expansion of happiness. The goal of life is expansion of happiness. So I will stop here, and Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev.
Tasmai Shri Gurave